Torah talks about the Kiddusha, the Kohanim, how they have to be holy, they have special dinim, Luchot, Tumah, Tahara. Interesting, the Pasuk tells us like this: Kiddushim Yudeh, they have to be holy. When we think about something holy, we think about a rabbi, and then we think about greatness. Then it goes to the exact opposite. And do not make Hilul Hashem. It sounds like there's no like middle. I just want to be a regular guy. I'm not looking to be a great rabbi, big tzaddik, sitting ta'anit all day, learning all day. I just want to be a regular guy. Why does the Torah pick the two extremes of Kiddushim? They have to be Kadosh, and it sounds like if they're not holy, they're not special, they're automatically doing Hilul Hashem. You can't just be a nice regular guy. This is very relevant for maybe the situation that we're in now. A lot of us, we feel, Baruch Hashem, I came to Yeshiva for a year, I'm good. Tell me, Rabbi, I'm good. I needed what I got from Israel, what I needed, I got. I'm put on tefillin now, Baruch Hashem, Shemay Shabbat. I try to pray most of the time, of course I eat kosher. I'm good, Rabbi, thank you very much. Scale the mitzvot. Going back to Deal, going back to Brooklyn. You don't have to worry about me. And it's true, Baruch Hashem, you're probably better off than most of your friends that didn't come to Yeshiva. Who knows, Hashem should help them, but who knows where they are today. Wherever you left them a year ago, probably the situation is even harder. They got more involved in whatever they were doing a year ago. So you should feel comfortable in your position. And the Torah is telling us a scary thing, that more or less we're stuck. Which means, if you got into the Kiddusha, you got into the holiness, you know what's right and wrong, and now you leave it, Has v'shalom, in the position of Hilul Hashem, we're in the position that we might go backwards and even be in a worse position than when we started. Why? Because imagine if you're on a tall mountain, you're higher than everyone else, and you're holding on to something that's keeping you up there, and you let go, looking to hold on to something you don't have what to hold on to. Has v'shalom, you could fall in a much harder place than the guy was lower than you. Once you know the emet, you know the truth, and you leave it, and you're looking to hold on to something, you might end up very, very far. The Gemara tells us that Kadosh Baruch Hu, He forgave, Am Yisrael is willing to forgive Am Yisrael for the three cardinal sins. Avodah Zarah, Shefichut Damim, Gilui Arayot, he's willing to give up, Mohel on that. But on Bitul Torah, leaving the Torah, he's not willing to be Mohel. People leave the Torah, they get punished. Why? Why? A guy does Avodah Zarah, you have worse Avon than that? That's worse Avon. Because the three Avonot, they are just something that comes out after you leave the Torah. That's what's going to happen. Because you're worshiping Hashem, and you're on a high level, you're learning Torah, you left it, this is what's going to happen. This is what happens. What are you going to do now? You got to hang on to something. God is too hard for me. Too hard for me to worship Hashem. But then you're going to be over Avodah Zarah. At the end, you have nothing doing. So where is the mistake? Where's the problem? When we leave the Torah, that's where the issue is. So we have to have, we don't like pressure, of course. Avodah Hashem, not pressure. We have to understand the importance of how we have to hold up our level Because if not, we are in more danger than Hashem if we never even came and we weren't introduced to Torah. Because a lot of times we have to just also make ourselves feel good. We want to feel comfortable. So what do? If we leave the Torah a little bit, we don't want to feel like we're bad. So we say, the Torah, it was just for Israel, just for the year. Yeshiva made believe. Because you don't want to take that on yourself, on your conscience, that you're not doing something right. So we have to now, especially, okay, before we end this man, we have to be mitchazek in our learning, strengthening ourselves in our tefillot, in our everyday duty that we do to our Kadosh Baruch Hu, not to make it like it's something that has to do with the yeshiva, but this is our life. That we're praying 3 times a minyan, that we have kivi'ut, we set. Our learning times are set. Okay, so it could be when you're in yeshiva, you learn 10 hours. And when you're back at home, you learn an hour in the morning or an hour at night. That's okay. But you know that what you have, it's set. You're not moving from that. Because Hashem, if we move from that, we leave that, person is in a sekanat, ends up, instead of being kiddushimiyu, in the highest level, Shalom, comes Chilul Hashem. After that, we can go to the lowest level. That's what we also read last week. Harimot, we read the parasha of the Arayot, of all of those false relations, how we have to be careful from all of those false relations, and we read that on Yom Kippur, on the highest day, the highest time by Minha. Why? Because a person, Yom Kippur, he feels on top of the world. He feels like he's going to be the tzaddik ador. And we know what happens after Kippur a lot of times. We fall on our face. Why? Because we took upon ourselves a lot of things. We don't know what to do with it, how to make it real. So we get all mixed up, boom, and then we fall. So our job right now is to really think about what we accomplished here, what we got. Do we want to live with this? How hard we worked? Is this emet, or just we got excited from the rabbi gave a nice class, so great. But this is real. This is our avodah, because once it's real, Ezrat Hashem, it will stay with you for the whole life, and we'll be zocher to kiddushim you, to be holy, to all the time be upward, and of course stay away from Chas v'shalom Chilul Hashem and the other way. Have a great day.